If you could start it all over again, what would you do differently? So Jeanette, go ahead and give us your answer.
I think what I would do differently is I would work with a partner, because when you're starting out on your own, it can be really lonely.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think the hardest thing is that you have no one to turn to.
Yeah.
And that was the hardest thing for me, because I would come home and you find yourself kind of stuck in a hole.
Yeah.
And you're frustrated, you don't know where to turn, you don't want to burden your friends and family.
Right.
You don't want to feel like a failure.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to do it all over again, I would start with a partner, so you have someone when they're having those low days.
Mm-hmm.
You can lift them up, and vice versa. And I think that that's a great thing. But people forget that we're human.
Yeah.
They everyone thinks that you're Superman, and you're not.
Definitely not.
And so they think that you like leap tall buildings and have a super cape.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes so much from you and out of you, because you come home and you still have to be mom, you still have to be wife, you still have to do laundry, you still have to cook, and and then you're rushing back out again.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there. Sometimes I was up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Both editing and trying to make deadlines, and still trying to work on marketing and social media. And you're doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to stay on social media, you're trying to get people to know who you are, you're trying to get people to book you. And it can be so overwhelming, but you don't want to give up, because that's your dream.
Yeah.
And it's hard. But at the same time, once you get there, it's staying there, and that is still hard. And then there are some things that you sometimes have to let sit, because some things become priorities. And people always say to me, Jeanette, it's like, you're doing so much, and I'm so proud of you. And that's such a great accolade. But at the same time, they don't see how much you're struggling behind the scenes.
Right.
Because you don't want to let people down. People will call you and say, can I ask you a question? And you never want to say no,
Mm-hmm.
because you know what that's like. But you don't want to bother people either, or you stay up nights and, you're frustrated, you're trying to get X, Y, and Z done. So, yeah, I would definitely work with another partner, so that person can help lighten your load.